Hello, democracy defenders. Welcome back to the Democracy Spotlight here on the Political Reading Recap. Last week, we talked about the importance of an independent judiciary in Mexico. Today, we're following up on that. But first, let's dive into something just as crucial, fixing our own democracy with Electoral College reform and proportional representation. All right, let's talk about the Electoral College. It's like using a flip phone in 2024. It's outdated and causing more problems than it solves. For starters, if you live in a non-swing state, your vote is basically just a whisper in the wind. You know what's worse? The Electoral College doesn't just ignore most voters. It also tells the bad guys exactly where to focus their dirty tricks. Kind of like giving away the cheat codes. According to articles from The Fulcrum and The Conversation, the Electoral College distorts our democracy, making a few states way too important and leaving the rest of us twiddling our thumbs. It's high time we switch to a system where every vote counts equally. Enter proportional representation. Instead of a winner-takes-all scenario, proportional representation ensures that seats in Congress or electoral votes actually reflect how people voted. It's like going from a rigged game of Monopoly to one where everyone finally gets a fair shake. Now, circling back to Mexico, last week we cheered for an independent judiciary. This week, that fight's still on. Mexico's courts are under pressure and it's getting heated. President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador ordered a pause on diplomatic relations with the USA and Canada over their criticisms of their proposed reforms. Protesters are demanding that the president respects democracy and backs off from judicial overhauls. In the meantime, Mexico's judges just ordered the Congress to not touch the judiciary, showing them that the fight for independence is far from over. Meanwhile, anti-corruption efforts in Mexico and even Brazil are struggling. It's like cleaning up a mess that just keeps coming back. But an independent judiciary is key to keeping corruption in check, which is why supporting these reforms is vital for both Mexico's democracy and ours. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, whether we're talking about fixing the Electoral College or supporting democracy abroad, the goal is the same: a fairer, stronger democracy for everyone. So what do you think? Is it time to retire the Electoral College and embrace proportional representation? And how about the judiciary fight in Mexico? How can we keep the momentum going? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you're always up to date with our latest spotlights. Shout out to this week's newest subscriber, Suminda Sirinath Salpit Corolla. Your voice matters. Let's make sure it counts. Check out our other weekly Political Reading Recap spotlights, as well as our Political Reading Recap newsletter, and see you all next week with more democracy news.